My lords, FIR comes to be registered on 2/3/2023, my lords. Earlier in point of time in FIR. Now, my lords, the elderly man falls sick, my lords. 8th, 9th, 10th, he comes to my hospital as an outpatient. He takes treatment. My lords, on 12th, at his house, he dies. My lords, I am to give a death certificate. I gave a death certificate. Time of death, my lords, we have shown is 5:30 a.m.
But he
One
had,
minute, my
he had
lords.
by then died.
I'm sorry, my lord.
He had by then died, I guess.
Morning he
11th
died.
He had died by then.
How do?
Or there is some divergence.
No, my lords, no divergence. They called me to the house. I examine him. He is dead. They requested death certificate. Death certificate is given. Time of death was shown as 5:30 a.m. My lords, after 2 months, my lords, his son again comes to us asking for a death certificate. Now, when this death certificate was done, my lords, the time of death, instead of 5:30 a.m., is shown as 12:30 a.m. My lords, please notice this. Now, my lords,
Because of that.
nothing happened.
No.
My lords, because of that, nothing happened. Please bear with me for a minute, my lords. My death certificate has resulted in nothing. My lords, please notice, my lords. After that, what the son would do is, he files a 482 petition in this court seeking for quashment of the
Correct.
cheating case.
Correct.
My lords, that 482 petition was allowed.
That was set aside by
My
the
lords,
apex
it
court.
went to the Supreme Court.
Came back.
When it came back, my lords,
I consider.
no, not that, my
Yes.
lords. No, before my lords heard, my lords, it came back. Investigation took place for this offense of 420 and 406. Charge sheet is filed, my lords, against his son that he has cheated. Now, in that charge sheet, my lords, I get arraigned as accused number 4 for the reason, my lords, according to them, I had issued a death certificate and I didn't have the OPD record. So why they bring me in is 201 is how they brought me into that charge sheet of 420. My lords, this is not a case of 302 or any other
No,
aspect.
I am not on that.
Wait, 420.
201. Yes.
So, my lords, when I was brought in on the ground of destruction of evidence, what the destruction of evidence, according to them in the predicate offenses, I did not have the OPD record. This is all there is to it, my lords. Now, my lords,
No, why did you vary the time?
my lords, we, in fact,
5:30
my lords,
a.m. first death certificate.
my lords, in fact, it
Next
was a,
death certificate at 12:30 a.m.
my lords, it was a clear human error, my lords. But that 1 minute, my lords, our death certificate is not the subject matter of anything. My lords, death certificate is not the subject matter of the cheating case. Because, my lords, cheating according to the deceased was earlier, my lords.
Here, the death certificate has resulted in something because the entire no.
That's where
The
I'm
property-
trying to point
the
out, my lords.
property was 750 acres.
Yes, my lords.
750 acres in Ooty, I guess.
Yes, my lords. Why he had a big
Ooty,
estate.
which this man, the old man of 100 years, owned, and a real estate agent put him in the shed and stayed in the
Came
house.
to his adopted son.
Claimed to
He
be the
did-
adopted son.
Yes,
He was a
my
real
lords.
estate agent.
Yes, my lords.
So he put him in the shed and
father had
tied
given
him
a
or
cup.
whatever it is. Only he dies.
My lords, father.
When he dies there at 12:30 a.m. is the death is
My
what
lords,
you gave first.
Allah.
Report of death was at that time.
My lords, that is not what their case is. Their case is one of cheating, which took place earlier in point of time where the son, my lords, he gets a gift deed and does a sale deed. That was what was questioned and subject matter of the predicate offense. It is nothing to do with the death certificate, cause of death, nothing, my lords. My lords, all right, in the predicate offense, now I'm shown as A4, my lords. For what? For destruction of evidence insofar as the 201, nothing to do with 420, my lords.
all right.
Anyway, let us take it as that, my lords. Now ED comes in. What ED does is, they say they have conducted an inquiry and they file a complaint. Now, in this complaint, my lords, when they say the money laundering has been done by the son,
Correct.
and how, my lords, how is it the doctor has been brought to the money laundering? Please notice their complaint, my lords. If it has an element of either money laundering or proceeds of the crime, then I have no legs to stand. Please notice the complaint itself. Not one element of 21U, not one element of 3. My lords, I will point it out from the complaint. All that they say is, my lords, the doctor had merely issued the certificate. That's all. Please notice that. If they have paid 1 rupee, my lords, if they paid 1 rupee as proceeds of the crime,
Free kotra certificate.
Allah, my lords.
Certificate was free of cost.
My lords, certificate was free of cost. They don't even say I charge them. Complaint tav nodi. Complaint.
Come to
ಅಲ್ಲಿ-
section 3, sir.
My lords, complaint I've noted.
Section 3, sir.
My lords, can I point out 2(1)(u) for a minute, my lords? My lords, I'll just point out money laundering a basic element, my lords. Definitions, 2 definitions and 3. That's all that we need to see, my lords. Kindly notice the basic definition, my lords, 2(1)(u). And then I will show what the reverment is, my lords. Sorry, my lords. Money laundering, my lords would get that portion.
Yes, sir.
My lords, 2(1)(p), money laundering meaning assigned under 3. Now kindly notice proceeds of the crime, 2(1)(u).
Hmm.
2(1)(u).
Hmm.
Proceeds of the crime means any property derived or obtained directly or indirectly by a person as a result of criminal activity. My lords, please notice this case for a minute now, my lords.
Hmm.
What is a property or anything derived out of so-called proceeds of the crime? So far as the doctor is concerned, their whole case, my lords, doctor gave 2 certificates. Now, after this, with this, please notice 3, my lords. 3 will have a direct relevance on money laundering, proceeds of the crime. Because, my lords, my understanding of the scheme of this act is, my lords, you would have a predicate offense, you would have a proceeds of the crime in a predicate offense. Classical example is, my lords, in a case of cheating, 1 crore is a predicate offense. I have used it to purchase properties, is proceeds of the crime.
I know that.
Is proceeds, right?
Yes.
Just for my kid.
Yes.
And then, my lords, how the structuring of this PMLA happens is, as soon as you notice,
ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಬಂದು knowingly assess or knowingly is a party or actually involved in the process of activity connected.
yes, my lords, with proceeds
Connected
of the
proceeds of crime,
Ah, my-
including concealment, possession, acquisition, use, and projecting. Amale, a person shall be guilty of the offense of money laundering if such person is found to have directly,
yes, my lords.
indirectly attempted to indulge in one or more of the following process of activities:
Same, this
concealment, possession,
Now, my
acquisition,
lords,
use,
please note-
knowingly, directly, or indirectly.
or proceeds of the crime. It all
That-
is relatable to proceeds of the crime.
Yes.
Now, my lords, please,
Proceeds of the crime need not be yours.
it can be anyone's, my lords. If I have assisted for proceeds of the crime, now in this case, it is not their case at all. My lords, according to them, proceeds of the crime is the cheating that was done by the adopted son who has sold the property and he has gained the money. If there was an element to say, I had any share in the proceeds of the crime, I have no legs to stand. That is not their case. Their entire case now, my lords. My lords, before I point the paragraph of my allegation, my lords, the structuring of PMLA as I see it is, my lords. My lords, as soon as you get a proceeds of crime, your first step will be how to ensure you're attaching the proceeds of the crime. That is where, my lords, 5 to 8. My lords should have noticed section 5 to 8, attachment and then confirmation. Then, my lords, if you still feel after issuing notices under 50, when I give my statement, if you feel I am also part of the laundering, then, my lords, section 3 and 4, where you go against me for a criminal action, you come with a complaint. This is how it's structured. Now, please notice
One
a
mo- one
complaint.
moment. Yes, Sonia Krishnan, sir.
My lord,
What is the doctor's role?
my lord, it is like this. I'll have to take, my lord. As far as the facts are concerned, my lord is very well aware. Kindly see page 88, the certificate issued by him.
Mike.
My lord, may kindly see the certificate
Ah.
at page 88 issued by the doctor. Initially, my lord, he would just issue the previous page, my lord, initially page 87.
Ah.
This is to certify that Mr. Edwin,
8:30 a.m. on 12/3/2020.
that is supposed to be the real, original, whatever it is.
All right. All right.
After that, my lord, he says that he has lost all his OPD documents. He doesn't have anything. The computer disk.
Where is that?
My lord, it is said in the statement. It is also said in the petition.
Ah.
That is an admitted fact. He says that he has lost all his documents and he,
Immediately after this.
he must have lost it. That is what he
Alright.
says.
Mm.
But then, my lord, after about 3 months,
Mm.
when the second respondent, the son, the person who's perpetrated all these crimes,
Yes.
approach him, my lord, this is what he gives on 1/5/2013.
Page.
It is the very next page, page 88. This is more of a report itself.
Detail
This
report.
is detail ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. Instead of this is to certify that Mr. Edwin Jobert so and so, aged about 101 years, male, admitted on 8/3 so and so, around 7:50 p.m. Something generalized weakness, cough, fever, was treated so and so, IVs, etc. Patient was readmitted on 9/3/2013 at 3 p.m. and discharged at 9:30 p.m. The same about treatment and so on. So then, my lord, on 11/3/2013 was admitted at 2:45 p.m. and discharged at 9:30 p.m. Purposely, this is all timing.
1 minute.
And was
on
treated
what? On what date?
Same day.
on 11/3/2013
Yes.
was admitted at 2:45
Ah.
and discharged at 9:30 p.m.
All right.
That is to say, my lord, he could not have given the complaint. That's the reason. Was treated at, and the same above medications, the patient was semi-conscious, restless, and was not responding to oral commands from 8/3 till 11/3. Then, my lord, he was declared so and so and so. My lord, this particular certificate is given so as to show that he would not be in a position to have given a complaint at all. My lord, then what happens? It is not far to see. My lord, may kindly see this honorable court is initially quashed. In fact, it was quashed only on this ground.
That I know.
Only on this ground. Then the honorable Supreme Court would say, no, it requires. Now, my lord, coming to his role. My lord, he is now guilty of he's been accused of 201.
Yes.
My lord, could I take one judgment of the honorable Supreme Court, my lord, which is passed in
All then better.
Pavana Dibur. Adali, it clearly
Pavana
says,
Dibur gottaಯ್ತು.
even if he is not an accused, let
My
us
order is reversed by Supreme Court in Pavana Dibur. Yes.
My lords,
my lord, my
120B is the offense.
120B, 420, and two other things which are schedule offenses.
No. Schedule offense, predicate offense 120B,
Oh, yes,
420,
yes.
201.
201 is not a predicate offense.
201 is not the offense.
201 is not.
Only 120B
Yes,
and
yes,
420.
Yes. So my submission is the petitioner need not be accused of a schedule offense
120B is right.
as long as
Pavana
120B and
Pavana
420B
Dibur,
of,
in Pavana Dibur's case, 120B was not the offense.
it was not the
I
offense.
had dismissed it.
My lord, what
but
happened
Supreme
there
Court-
in Pavana Dibu's case, 120B was the only schedule
Appear
offense.
ಆಗಿದ್ದಿರ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. Yes, sir.
my lords,
So my lord, the
All right.
my lords, factual clarifications. Now, according to them, my lords, the death certificate was issued to show that the deceased could not have given the complaint and FIR. My lords, Annexure G.
This is
please-
why, Sandesh sir, I asked you. It is because of this certificate of 1/5/2013, it was held that he could not have registered the complaint
No,
at
my
all
lords.
because he was
That
not
is within
responding to
5.5
anything.
No. It was not the reason for the
Right,
quashment. My lords,
Yes.
on factual, let me just clarify. Please notice.
Yes, sir.
My lords, please have page 91 for a minute, my lords. Now, death took place on 12th, my lords. Now, don't dispute so far as the death. Timing 5 hours here and there is what they say. And the reason they say is because of the death certificate, he could not have given the complaint. This is what they say. My lords has page 58. This is the information complaint which the deceased had given 58. My lords, now please notice, I'm sorry, it's not 58, it's 91. Please notice the date, my lords, at 94. Just notice the date, my lords. The complaint had been given by the deceased on 6/2/2013. 6/2/2013. My lords, the date assumes total importance. This 6/2/2013, my lords, endorsement given by the police is at page 95.
Sir, I
Now,
am
let's
not
page-
going to split the hairs here
Don't
and
split the
consider
hair.
it. No, sir.
My lords, my certificate for proceeds
Any
of the-
other case, I would have definitely interfered. This case, we will not.
my lords, please notice.
You
if-
take chance after vacation.
My lords, can I point out one other aspect? If my lords would permit me, please notice a complaint.
Maybe.
Complaint only, if there's any element of saying there's proceeds of the crime, my lords, that I have, then I have no case. Now, if their own complaint is, I have nothing to do with the proceeds of the crime, how is it I'm an accused, my lords? How is it I'm an accused for a PMLA?
120B.
So I must have some proceeds of the crime. Zero.
Sir, not proceeds of the crime. Assisting someone who has the proceeds of crime. 120B,
My
sir.
lords, assisting someone in what manner?
That will be yes.
holding.
My lords,
That I am
if
completely
it is
aware
a
of.
case of them telling that your death
Sir,
certificate,
this case I have heard in detail, and this I know the doctor did play a problem in this.
my lords, doctor's certificate has not been used anywhere.
No problem.
The 5 hours difference, a huge error, my lords. 5 hours.
No human error here.
Here,
Human error agidre, you would not have described a page purti the
my lords,
condition.
if it was,
That's not the human error.
my lords, if
It is what you have given to the son and the son taking advantage of
didn't
that.
take advantage.
No problem.
It was not relied upon for the quashment.
750 acres, sir.
My lords, it was,
A real estate agent took away the life of this man and took away everything.
it is not a 302, my lords. It was ultimately 420, which was done earlier. And my death certificate is not used for quashment. I have not, no, it's not used.
No
My
problem.
lords has that order.
I am not on that.
And Supreme Court is not,
120B, 3. That's all.
my lords, 120 for conspiracy pertaining to proceeds of the crime, my lords.
They can-
ಇಲ್ಲಿ proceeds of the crime ಇಲ್ಲ.
Immediately after vacation, not before. Any other bench you can. Because I've already dealt with this
Please.
matter. Yes.
Immediately after vacation.
Animal trophies, I clearly remember.
Adri, my
20
lords, what the son has
2022.
done, what the son has done is totally unpardonable. But to say the doctor, a human error, my lords, when the second certificate was given, it was done by the staff.
Sir,
My lords, a 50-bedded hospital, my lords.
1 minute. If it's a human error, the second certificate would not be so descriptive.
My lord, staff prepares the death note, death certificate,
note.
gives it for signature. The doctor has merely signed it. My lords, in fact, my lords, this 12:30, 5:30, nothing, my lords.
It's
My-
worse than.
My lords, no, my lords, if it was a case of 302, then what my lords is asking me has relevance. But if it's a case of a cheating, which is purportedly done earlier, what is the relevance of the death note, death certificates?
We'll see it after vacation.
Please,
Date Becca?
portray, my lords.
Okay.
My lords, we will come, my lords. Let it be after vacation, my
I
lords.
thought you'd take chance.
ಒಂದು ತಾವು ಡೇಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ರೆ my lords,
It's,
because probably
this will
my
follow
lords,
me.
no, my lords, it'll follow my lords. It'll definitely follow my lords. And probably my lords, we'll keep troubling my lords, pointing out more aspects in the case. Because my lords, according to me, even 201 doesn't come. There's no destruction of an evidence. I will point it out when the challenge to the predicate
ಇವಾಗ
offense.
ಬೇಡ ಟೈಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ.
Let it be.
6 January,
Please.
7 January.
Please.
Yes.
Please.
I thought it will come up before some
ಇಲ್ಲ,
other.
ಇಲ್ಲ, it'll come before. So we'll trouble my lords in this case.
Yes.
17?